it's Kristen back with another video. So today's video is all about a product that I've had in my stash for literally like a year and a half. And I just kind of rediscovered it. This is actually a product that I didn't think that I would have any use for, considering the type of product that it is. The product I'm talking about is Palmer's Olive Oil Formula Dry Shampoo. It looks like this. So Palmer's actually sent this to me forever ago. They actually sent me two in two different like PR kits and stuff. So I actually have several Palmer's products in my stash, and they have given me some of my best twist outs, y'all. Like for real, they have definitely delivered in the twist out department. I already reviewed their co-wash. It's made my favorites list and stuff like that, but I never really gave the dry shampoo too much thought, and I should be kicking myself because this product is awesome for me. Once again, this is a dry shampoo, and it says here that it is a clean scent dry shampoo. It refreshes hair between shampoos. It absorbs excess oil. It leaves no white residue. It's tinted for brown to black hair, and it's made with olive oil, vitamin E, and tapioca starch. There's also no sulfates or parabens. So it says on the back, volumize, refresh, and revive. This refreshing dry shampoo uses waterless oil absorbing technology to refresh and volumize the hair between washes, extending the life of your style. This subtly tinted matte formula leaves no white residue on brown and black hair colors. It also contains some nettle, sage, and hyssop extracts in here, which can all be really good for your hair and scalp. So as far as who can use this, I would say anybody. It's not like, you know, geared to straight hair, curly hair, wavy hair. It's just hair. The only thing to keep in mind is the color of your hair, because once again, this is tinted brown. So if you have like light hair or, you know, blonde hair or something like that, this will leave a tint on your hair that you might not like. So I think one of the reasons why I slept on this product for so long was because of the ingredients. The first couple ingredients are hydrofluorocarbon 152A, something like that. Then butane, and then there's some alcohol in here, aluminum starch, and so on. So I wasn't really a fan of the first couple ingredients. You know, those tend to be the most potent. There's also some mineral oil in here, but there's also a lot of really good extracts in here too. So, and to be honest, I haven't really noticed this product too much on the shelves, but I believe you can get it at Target for about $6.99, and you can also find it on Amazon.com. So with my hair type, it's very, very tightly coiled, and you know, I wear a lot of wash and goes and twist outs and puffs and stuff like this. With my hair being so tightly coiled, it tends to hold on to smells really, really easily, and it's kind of a frustration of mine. With my hair, I can always smell the elements. For example, if I go into like Wawa or something like that, you know, a place that has like a lot of coffee and donuts and stuff like that, I will leave the store smelling like Wawa. My hair holds on to smells like it's some sort of filter or something. I think the most frustrating scent that my hair tends to hold on to, and it's probably the most frequent one, is the outside scent, like the outdoor smell. I know that might sound a little bit crazy because it's kind of like, what is outside smell? But I don't know, it's just this thing, like if I'm outside for a long period of time and then I come in, I just smell like outside. Like it just, maybe it's pollen or whatever, but like grass and wind just gets trapped in there, and it is just so annoying. So if you've been following me on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, you know that Micah is in football as well as baseball, so we spend a lot of time outside, and you know, I don't want to have to rewash my hair more often than I already do. So coming home smelling like the outside is just so a lot of times, even though I'm not running around catching the football and stuff, I'll come home and take a shower just to like freshen up and get the outdoors off, but my hair still smells like outside. What I would normally do is try to spray some sort of leave-in or something like that. I know Carol's daughter has like a vanilla leave-in that I like to use, and juices and berries from Oyen work pretty well, but the smell never really like goes completely away. I was digging through my stash and I noticed that I had a couple cans of this in my stash, and I was like, you know what, let me just try this out to see if it would get rid of the outside smell. And y'all, for real, not only does it smell like really good, it smells kind of fresh, a little bit on the strong side, so I wouldn't like go inhaling it and stuff, but it got rid of this smell. I could not smell outside on my hair anymore. So as you can see, it's just an aerosol can. You are supposed to hold it pretty far away from your hair. Now it is tinted, so I would recommend not wearing clothes that you want to wear out. So I'm not going to demonstrate it here, but I will have a demo in here. don't use use like a ton of this product. A little bit goes a long way for me. I usually just kind of mist it over my hair. I get a little bit on my scalp, especially if I'm itching in certain areas. It seriously gets rid of any smell of outdoors that I have on my hair, and it's amazing because, again, usually using like scented leave-ins and scented creams and stuff like that kind of dull the scent, but it doesn't necessarily get rid of it. So I end up smelling like grass and juices and berries instead of just juices and berries. So this actually gets rid of the odor, and I just smell like this or whatever other product I put on top of my hair. Although it does have oil absorbing properties, it hasn't like dried out my hair or anything like that. It hasn't caused me any dryness or flaking or anything like that. I actually don't have to moisturize my hair after using it. I can just kind of be on my way. Does contain some mineral oil. I haven't had any issues with buildup or anything like that, so I'm actually really surprised at how much my hair actually gets along with this product. As far as the particular shade of brown that this is, it's kind of like a cooler tone brown, and I tend to have more reddish tones to my hair, so in the sunlight my hair might look a little bit more brown than normal if I do have this in my hair, but it hasn't really been like a bad thing or anything like that. As far as how often am I going to be using this, this is not something that I'm going to personally use every single day, although I do go outside pretty much every single day. I'm more so going to be using this on days where I spend a lot of time outside. Baseball games, football practices and stuff like that, where there's a lot of dirt, a lot of dust and all of that stuff. So those are the days that I'm going to be reaching for this. Or if, you know, we happen to take the boys to the park and, you know, be running around and stuff like that, or I've been exercising and my scalp is just kind of smelling a little bit, okay, then I'll bust this out. But I'm not going to use this every single day. It does have mineral oil in it, and I still do primarily co-wash, although I do shampoo here and there. But this definitely will be in my stash because it is something that I will be using, especially having 2 boys and a lot of sports to attend to and a lot of sports to attempt to play myself. Okay, if I can get the courage to try. I'm pretty bad, y'all. I have like no skill, okay? The most I can do is run, and even that. So this wraps up my review for the Palmer's Olive Oil Formula Clean Scent Dry Shampoo. So as always, I hope you enjoyed hanging out today. If so, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you very soon in another one. Take care. So because my hair tends to hold on to a lot of smells and stuff, I'm very aware at how my hair is smelling. I can smell it because it's literally right on top of my head. And Ty is a husband who loves to smell me for some reason, y'all, okay? This sounds really crazy, but he will come up to me and just, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he's like, I just love your essence. So he's all sweet and stuff, but y'all, if I have just come from outside and my hair is smelling like the grass, dirt, debris, whatever is going on in the atmosphere, I'm like, oh my gosh, don't smell my hair. I know it stinks, and he still smells it, okay? It's so frustrating. If he's gonna be smelling me like that, y'all, I gotta make sure I'm right. I gotta be right all the time. I gotta be on point. So if I just use this in my scalp and my hair is smelling all nice and fresh and clean, and Ty wants to smell me for some reason, instead of me ducking and tucking away, okay, trying to avoid him smelling my hair, I can be like, come on a little closer, baby.
Be sure to check out my channel homepage for lots more to watch. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Have a great day.